Welcome to Trucking with Fitz. Today the morning starts out a little rough. End up having to replug my tire, so that's fun. Do lots of stops to check it, but it ends up turning out good. Our loads go well, delivered to Elmwood, picking up in Geneseo. Everything ends up going very smoothly, besides the first thing in the morning. And if you're wondering, no, we do not hear back about the injectors. Hopefully tomorrow. Stay tuned for some trucking. Morning. It's 8:04 right now. I stopped. We are, well, as you can see, I guess, close to West Liberty this morning. And we've stopped a number of times. It's 8:04. Did I just say that? I don't know. Whatever. We've stopped a lot this morning, and that is for good reason. If you watched my last video, you know I found an off-the-beat flat tire on Saturday, and ended up getting it plugged, which I realized plugs is not the best thing, but sometimes they'll last forever. Sometimes they last 20 miles. This morning was I guess more like 15 miles type of plug longevity. I made it to Marshalltown, getting on to 20 or 30 rather, and stopped. It was already the third time I stopped this morning because I was paranoid. The plug was just puking air. I could audibly hear it. So yeah, at 6 o'clock this morning, I got to plug a tire again. I guess it was before 6. I don't know. It doesn't matter. At any rate, I got to plug a tire. But thankfully, I was able to get the plug deeper in and in a good spot. I felt much more comfortable with this plug. And we've stopped a number of times since, and we ain't leaking any air out of there. Did that plug onto the on-ramp of 30 there, right at Marshalltown. I stopped at the next exit and checked it. I stopped in Toledo and checked it. I stopped at the exit from Belle Plaine and checked it. I stopped at Cedar Rapids and checked it. And I just stopped here in West Liberty and checked it. And that is probably going to be the last check that I do before I get to the delivery in Elmwood. Everything seems fine. The one thing I did that I don't like that I did, but everything's working out, and we'll fix it later, is I only aired it up to 55 pounds. I know that's not correct, but every time I've stopped, which obviously I've stopped a lot, I've checked the temp, and neither of those tires are getting hot, so I'm okay with it. I think probably tonight, if we're still rolling with the plug, I will put some more air in it. Because at that point, everything should be set in stone. Anyway, that's been my morning. I got to stop at 5-something this morning and plug a tire on the on-ramp to 30. Alright, as you can see, it's raining, which is a pleasant surprise, honestly, because I really have needed to wash this thing, and we're rinsing the salt off right now. Sort of made some commitments to myself recently. So sort of been complaining on it as to how tight it's been financially, and it actually stemmed from something at home. Me and my wife were talking about going to Culver's on Friday night, getting food, and then we have a basketball game at our Christian school. Anyway, that wasn't the point. The point was, I sort of felt leery about it because of how tight I felt financially, and she's like, didn't you just go to Cracker Barrel by herself the other day? Like, she wasn't saying it spitefully, but she's just making an observation, and well, she was right. So yeah, I forgot to do it this morning. I was planning on packing lunch and finding some place to microwave some food. So it's not, we're not doing so hot, starting out so hot, but I got some snacks with me, and we're gonna do our best to save money where I have the power to save money. So I'm driving 63 again. We got our cruise set slower, and we're all already doing better on our fuel economy. Not amazingly better, but because it's windy and I'm loaded, we should get our average up on our trek from Elmwood to Geneseo. But just trying to make some positive choices to save some money. I get a little carried away with my meal times. Not necessarily expensive, just way too often. So anyway, there you go. A little more into my personal life there. At any rate, we need to get to Elmwood, and I need to stop talking, so we'll see you there. Now, this is a scene you guys have seen before. We're in Elmwood. Almost to our destination. This time, thankfully, this isn't a refuse load, a discard load. This is a regular seed load, I'm assuming. It's going to Fremont, Nebraska, and it's going to irrigated seed, I believe. So it's not, it's just a transfer. I don't know if they're the same company technically or not. I have no idea who owns who, honestly. I know some, but the seed companies are so interconnected. Obviously, you get your big ones, but oh, there is a truck in here. That's fine. We'll just go into the second door. That's fine. Nice. Ooh, Kit Kat. I guess I'm gonna go next to the yard dog truck, because my friend here seems like he really wants to have all the room that's around him, so that's fun. And I'm not giving him a hard time, he's just checking out the thing. We're gonna get squared in here. You can't see a thing, except for that beautiful field across the way, huh? But yeah, I'm gonna get back in here most of the way, and then I'm gonna pull straight forward, and I will get my doors open, which I will not show you because I don't want to. You guys have seen that enough, huh? That'll work. We're out of there. I don't even remember what time I got there. It doesn't matter at this point. What matters is that we're done, and that, well, we do actually have some time to kill. I need to get my trucker path here routing. I already routed it, but telling me to where to go. Going to Geneseo, and the highway is not the quickest way. We're just going north from here. Gonna go through Galva eventually. Looks like we're gonna get there at noon, which is not helpful. Technically my appointment is at 2 o'clock, but my plan is to get there when they get off at lunch. So they get off at lunch at 12:45 there. So we will show up then. We'll be early, but we also might have a couple of trucks ahead of us, so it'll work out probably. Usually that's what happens at lunchtime, is people are waiting. But you never know though, because it's by appointment. I don't know. It doesn't matter. That's what my plan is. That's what my plan is. So I'm going to go basically across the street from them, just to the east, and I'm going to hang out at that little truck stop there. I probably won't be there for too long, because chances are I'll lose some time, but we'll probably get our 30-minute break in there, and then we can get loaded quickly, hopefully, and just get out of there. That's the current plan, and I'm gonna stick to it. We're getting loaded. It's 12:50 now, something like that. 12:51 at this current moment. And I got here 12:37 or so. I think I bumped the dock at 40. And got checked in right at 45. And right in the trailer. I don't have much to say. That's the way you like it. An hour and 15 minutes before the appointment. So this is random, but I was screwing around with the dash in this thing. And one of my complaints is that this truck does not have, that's a brake application pressure, but it doesn't have a suspension gauge, you know, pressure gauge. See how much air is actually in the suspension. You can tell when you're loaded, and if you're going to pull hopper, it would be even more important, but I probably wouldn't do that with this truck. But I found you can, there's in the dash, there's a gauge for axle load. So I could tell with my axles where they are right now, fully loaded is going to be only, well, it's just going to be right under 30,000 pounds because my axles are forward pretty far. So now I can tell when I'm about loaded. Not that it matters at this location. When I get a green light, I'm just going to pull forward and close my doors. The lights work at this place, but some places don't have a light. You can't tell very well, and it's really nice to have, so you can see how far along you are. Obviously, it's not critical in this application, but like I say, it's nice to have. Let me see. If I haven't told you yet, this load is going to Fremont, Nebraska. And, okay, I thought I had that paperwork pulled up, but apparently I don't anymore. Let's get back to it. Oh, Sunnybrook. Alright, here we are. Looking at the paperwork now, yeah. It's Nebraska Irrigated Seed in Fremont, Nebraska. Yep. Does this have weight? It says it's 43,752 pounds, so it's a full load. I don't know how many units it's actually going to be. I will find out when I get my paperwork, which won't take very long. They're in and out of the trailer. So, now that my tire is doing better, there's not really much to talk about. Just gonna get home tonight. I don't have a load for tomorrow. I guess you could say that. I don't have anything yet. While we're talking about that, let me just pull it up. You guys can stare out the window and I'll look at the load board and talk to you about what I'm seeing. There is not much. There are 9 results. My current search criteria is 100 miles rather, around Blair, Nebraska to pick up. And what I always do is Liscombe, Iowa, with a 300-mile radius. So there's some stuff in there that it's not really helpful, but you also get exactly what you want. So yeah, there's not much. 9 loads. I have a feeling we're going to be sitting a little bit tomorrow morning, which is not the end of the world. Fremont, Nebraska is not that far, so I'm not wasting much time doing that. We should be pretty close. Although, it's going to throw it off and start getting behind the axle, so. Anyway, I'm going to shut up now. We're going to get loaded and get home at a good time today, I think. Okay, we're done. It's not very many minutes later. It was quick. Good stuff. Interesting. Okay, that's why most of the weight is towards the front. Let's climb in here. I have to go into the office to get my paperwork, but I'm not actually holding anything per se. Interesting. Rob C. Co. Interesting. Never heard of it. Stacked pretty good in there though. Good stuff. All I'm gonna have to do is go inside and grab my paperwork and then get out of here. Don't need to take a 30-minute break, that's already done. Thank you. All right. Got everything we need. Got a smile on our face. Got here at a good time. We got friends now. And we're getting out of here just in time to get out of the way. Okay. I hate automatics. They're so annoying. I didn't have the brake pressed down enough. I don't want to shift. No, I won't shift. Make sure you press down the brake all the way. Sorry. I know, I'm being an idiot. But that's alright. Can you tell I'm tired of driving this truck? Yeah. Thankful for it. It's doing what I need it to do, but I'm tired of it. Perspective. It is doing what it needs to do. Let's not run over our friend here. Looks like he's gonna open his doors. He doesn't want to wave at me for some reason. Because drivers don't do that anymore. Got a hopper bottom coming up behind me. Oh, I hate those bushes. Can't see a thing. I don't know why they're there. It's probably because they're mandatory, because trucks like to line up right there. And this is residential right here, so makes sense, I guess. Annoying, but it makes sense. Coming, we're good, but I need the whole road, so I have to wait. Should be able to go after this little Ford over here. I'll do so quickly, I think, right after the Ford. That's my plan. Start easing. Oh, come on. It would be that way. Thanks, bud. He gave me plenty of room, so appreciate that. And my friend who is still coming went a different way. Okay, we got some driving to do. I think it's like 3 hours from here home, so really not that bad. Shouldn't take us too long. Oh, we're home, and it's been pretty dry, so I came and walked this, and it seemed pretty safe to come do my thing. And so we're gonna do my thing. I don't think we're gonna have any troubles. Yep, we're good. That would have been the spot. Out here's a little iffy too. We're good. Now, tomorrow, we might not be able to be so lucky, because it's supposed to start raining tonight, and it's rained a good bit, so we'll see. I got the engine fan on because it's been warm. Warmer today, so we're cooling off the engine at the end of the day is what that's about. My plug's still holding after having to stop this morning when I didn't want to have to. We'll go take a look at it. Might as well pull up Trucker Pat or Geotab and turn off my E-log. Let it know I'm resting now. Let's see if we can spot the plug. Ugh. Woo, feels good to walk around. Can we spot the plug? No, we can't. There's too much mud. There's no way. What I know is that I've been checking it periodically throughout the day, and she's not leaking. Probably going to take the time here in a second and put a little more air in it. I told you I aired the one with the plug up less than the one next to it, and the tire next to it is warming up more than it. So I mean just a little bit. It's not hot. It's not even toasty. It's just lukewarm compared to the not warm at all. So a little disappointed right now. I didn't get any word back about my injectors, so I might be calling them tomorrow. I really would like to know. I want to know, and I want to know now. I'm ready to move on to the next step. So if I don't find out tomorrow afternoon, I'm going to call them, because they told me that they should be to them on Monday. So I'm going to hold them to that and call them tomorrow. I couldn't pick them up tomorrow anyway. Probably be able to pick them up on Wednesday, so that's why I need to know tomorrow. Hopefully they call me in the morning. But a little bit of a struggle this morning, but and just the day ends up good. The loads go well. No complaints. So thanks for watching today. Comment down below, subscribe to the channel, hit the thumbs up button, and we'll see you on the next one.